Good evening, YouTube. This is GodlessYouth once again, and as you can tell by the title up there, the subject of this video is oral sex. Now, I'm thinking of making these sex videos a series, one video on each type. And if you think that's a good idea, leave a comment saying, yeah, I think this is interesting, no, don't do this, or whatever your opinion is. But if you like it, just give me a heads up, because I like doing this, because I like hearing your opinion on this, because I enjoy other people's opinion about sex. Sex to me is incredibly interesting, but I digress. Let's go back into the main topic of this video, oral sex. Now, let's go through the paltry definition. Oral sex, the stimulating of a partner's or your own autofellatio, genitals by way of the mouth. Now, personally, I enjoy this. And I don't just mean I don't just mean I like receiving oral sex. I like giving oral sex. Why? I'm actually not sure. It could be that I enjoy giving pleasure to my partner. And yes, in a way that is true. I do like pleasuring my partner. But is there anything beyond that? What pleasure do I get from it, aside from the idea that I'm making another person happy, or that I'm making my partner happy? Not much, I don't think. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy all the sensations that go along with it. I enjoy the feel. Well, let's not go into that. But I enjoy the act. Now, have I met people that don't enjoy oral sex? Yes, I have. I have a friend. I'm not going to say his name because that would be incredibly impolite of me. But he does not enjoy receiving oral sex. He doesn't. Several of his exes, and he himself has told me that he does not like receiving oral sex. Why is that? I don't know. The best answer I'm able to get from him is, I just don't like it, or it's just not that appealing, which is fine. I have no ill will against the guy. What he does, what he likes, and what he doesn't like is his own business. Now, I also have a friend. Her name, again, I will not say, but she is my main go-to person with questions about sex. And I asked her a question along these lines. Are there some women that don't enjoy receiving oral sex, and if so, why? And she actually gave me a reason that makes sense. She's going to college right now. She's a psych major. What she said was, they view it as less of a pleasure-seeking experience and more of an intrusive experience. It's more, instead of the pleasure they were supposed to receive, it's kind of like the alien probing. Again, bad metaphor, but you get where I'm going with that. And because they don't view it as an experience they're supposed to gain pleasure from, they don't gain pleasure from it. Because they think it's, bad, ooh, not supposed to do that, they don't receive as much pleasure as they should from it. And that makes sense to me. If I told you, right now, that the stimulation of your own genitals, by any means, you, someone else, any orifice, was wrong, or was bad, and that it's shameful to even attempt it. And I had taught you that every single day of your life, from birth to, well, let's go, in my case, to mid-adolescence, mid or late adolescence, I'm not sure what you would define 17 as. If I had taught you that your genital stimulation was wrong, would you enjoy it? No, you would see it as the shameful experience you thought it was. If you have that preset mentality that I'm not supposed to enjoy this, chances are you're not going to enjoy it. If you think that I shouldn't be doing it, well, really there are two ways you could go with that. You could go well, I'm not supposed to enjoy this, so I don't enjoy this. Or that could just add to the enjoyment. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Oh, I'm so naughty, blah, 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 blah. So, I can see where you're coming from that standpoint, where it's not necessarily the set. It's not necessarily the stimulation. It's the preset mentality of the stimulation. It's the preset mentality about that stimulation. And that makes sense to me. But to plagiarize from Liberal Viewer, I want to know what you think. Do you personally enjoy oral sex? Giving or receiving, it doesn't matter. If you say no to you don't like receiving oral sex, I would like it if you would list your reasons why. If you don't like giving oral sex, well, I've heard several reasons for that. All of them basically revolve around taste or smell, or some unpleasant stimulus. It's not necessarily the act itself. It's not necessarily the act of stimulating another person's genitals. It's a stimulus. It's a stimulus of the area. There's an impure smell, the hair or something tickles your nose, makes you sneeze, or there's a bad smell or a bad taste or something along those lines. I get. But if you don't like receiving oral sex, then post your reasons, please. I'm not going to criticize, and I ask that anyone who does criticize, I'd rather you not do it altogether. I'd rather you not. Just be open to another person's ideas. But if you are going to criticize, be polite. Don't just say, oh, you're fucking gay, you hate blowjobs, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Please. It's just not cool. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Everybody has their own preferences, to each their own. This is GodlessYouth saying once again, be nice to each other, please.